Mr. Southwell, things don't get easier for you writing on the website. You put an article out today about Mrs. Smith, and there were lots of chance to deal you out at the end. Let's kind of go in a chronological order, and let's start with Brentford's goals, both very easy goals.
Yeah, and pretty much carbon copies of each other as well. You know, it was a really bad sort of transition from offence to defence both times, and we just have no resilience in midfield at all, no sort of protection at the back four, and it just seems like one pass cuts us completely open.
But we do have that on the bench, don't we?
Alex Tettey, yeah, and I think the fact we've only won one game since he's been injured says paints you a picture. So
stubbornness from Farke not to play them.
It's just yeah, I think so. I think he's got such a deep belief that what he's doing is trying to work, that he's sort of gone from changing it too much to changing it too little. But yeah, for me, he's got to get Tettey and Tribal back in and solidify the midfield. I mean,
for me, tonight was the first night when I kind of looked at that team and wondered where it was going, because I feel like there's always been glimpses of something to kind of grip onto, but tonight it felt like there was nothing going forwards. Defensively, we looked poor, and not only that, we're not changing anything. We're not trying to change anything, and that must be a worry.
Weren't good enough on the ball, weren't good enough off it. As simple as that. You know, we didn't hold our defensive shape well enough, and we didn't look threatening going forward at all. Second half, you expect them to give a bit more, and they just didn't. And it's an overcomplication of everything. You know, football's a very simple game. There's sort of no surprise why in this division Neil Warnock does well, Steve Bruce does well. It's because you get simple, organised teams.
It's a crap league. There's so many crap teams.
Yeah, that's it. But we're one of those at the moment, and that's the thing, you know. And this side looks closer to League One than it does the Premier League.
I mean, that is the thing. We are in a relegation battle.
Absolutely now, yeah. And I think if you said to a lot of people that Birmingham and Burton would be 6 pointers and season defining, I think they'll have laughed at you. So
for the wrong reasons.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, let's look ahead to them, because going into the tonight, I was confident. You look at these 4 games; it's the perfect Christmas run, and yet we're making it so difficult.
It's just an overcomplication of everything, you know. He seems to stick with this 4-2-3-1, and then he's sort of shoehorning players into position. Steepman's never been a left back. No. You know, Pritchard's not good enough as a winger, and for me it has to be Maddison or Pritchard. I don't think you can play both. But yeah, he's something's got to give.
No wingers either, and you've got Yannick on the bench. That doesn't make sense to me.
I don't get the no wingers, to be honest. He's making life, so much difficult for him, so much more difficult for himself by not playing wingers. He's just overcomplicating it. You need pace, you need directness, you need to have a go at teams. I mean, you look second half. There was a period where Ollie Watkins picked up the ball, took on 2 men, and they want to throw in out of it, but they were up the pitch in 10 seconds. We don't do it. We don't have it, and that's really, really frustrating.
Except for that, it's all good.
Exactly. Yeah.